Hi there. Welcome to painting the Wraithlord Sword. And so as you can see here, the model has already been base coated with the hand and the handle of the sword. And so first off, to protect those areas, we're going to use a little bit of silly putty and we're going to mask off those areas to protect them. And we're going to airbrush some brushed titanium from MIG Ammo. This is their acrylic line. We're going to be using a Badger Patriot 105, spraying it around 20 psi, and we are basically going to use this and base coat the entire blade. The blade has been given a primer of Vallejo surface primer, light gray, and then given a base coat of black, carbon black from Golden High Flow line. And that's designed for the airbrush, that whole high flow line. Next, we're going to use some silver, and we are going to use a little bit of acrylic thinner from MIG. I use this thinner with their paints as it, it's kind of really designed for their paints, and their paints are a different chemical kind of makeup from other acrylic lines. If you've never used their color before, their metallics so far have been fantastic. I've been really enjoying this silver, how just when you thin it out, it just looks like liquid metal. You don't see like little flakes like you do with Citadel colors or anything like that. It's a really, really fine metallic flake. Now, basically, I'm spraying the facets here. What I'm doing is I'm concentrating the brush so that I'm catching just the face, and the other facets of the blade are left alone. So I don't have to mask it, because I mean, like, you could mask those areas off and spray them, but as long as you just spray in that one direction and you just catch just that face, you don't even need to mask it off, and you can catch those separate facets. And here I'm doing exactly the same thing because I'm using Kelp Blue from Forge World, and we've loaded this into the brush really quickly here, and we're just basically spraying it out. Of course, I'm using a chrome, Renegade Chrome for this, but I didn't have to because I kept my Badger Patriot running on the side there just in case I needed to come back to the silver, which I didn't. I was happy with my end result when I was spraying this Kelp Blue, and the Kelp Blue is from Forge World. It's a clear color. It's basically just a cyan. So if you're using like Minotaur or anything like that, it's basically the same kind of thing. Gives you a similar result. Next, I'm going to use that same silver with the brush. I'm using a detail brush, and of course you can see I'm using it in a chisel-like fashion. I draw it along the palette and turn it 180 degrees and draw it through the palette again, basically creating a chisel, which gives me a nice flat edge. And of course, I'm just edging the blade now with this bright silver. And of course, under the lights here, the silver just looks so intense. And of course, here I'm using it just to catch just the side edge, and I'm doing the entirety of the blade. So the front edge, the cutting edge, has already been given its edging, and you can see now we're doing the back side on the one facet, and then of course I'll turn the blade over and do the other side as well, because there is a bit of a thickness to the sword, and so we have to do both of those edges, as you can see there. And so you really quickly here, I'm going to draw it through the next little side, and of course you can see how we're just simply catching those points here. And as long as you keep a very light hand and stay very steady, you can accomplish this really, really easily. And of course you can get this really nice effect. And of course we didn't have to mask it off or anything like that. Next, we're just going to basically pull off the silly putty, which was our masking agent, and there you go. And you can see I just re-stick it back to, it's magnetized, so I can just stick it back to the pin, and there it is. That's my Wraithlord Sword. Really kind of quick, gives you a bit of a metallic and non-metallic metal effect, and it's as easy as that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that other jazz, and thanks for watching.